What's up, Triple V fam and jewelry lovers? We're back at it with the top 25 vintage earrings that have sold on eBay over the past 7 days. Now again, the purpose of this video is just to simply get us familiar with some of the highest selling pieces by category that sell for hundreds, if not thousands. We are also going to be doing our eBay solds, where you, the viewer, post your eBay solds right to this Facebook group, Vintage Vagabond Benz. There's going to be a pin post. Share that link right to there, and we're going to be doing monthly videos. So be sure to stick around, hit that like and subscribe. Let's check out some beautiful earrings. Alrighty, so let's dive right into the top 25 vintage earrings that have sold over the past 7 days. Now, I did actually pull the sold price. So again, before I was just saying that they took an offer, but just left that price. So I have the prices down on a piece of paper right here for the actual sold price. Now, like this one, it was sold on bid, 14 bids, $152.50 for Trifari Kunio Matsumoto. You have the beautiful purple cabochons, faux pearls, grapevine. I mean, gorgeous pair of earrings, without a doubt. Signed Trifari on the back. Now, again, it is said that they are reworked. I have a feeling that has a lot to do with just the cleaning them up. So all nice and cleaned up, shined. And again, this set of earrings sold for $152.50. 14 bids, and that's where we're starting this week. And again, actual sold prices. Y'all seem to like that, so we're going to stick with it. We have Christian Dior mini ovals. Again, you got like the beautiful green center, clear rhinestones, nothing too crazy. These were listed for $155 by now, and it does look like that's what they sold for. So again, $155 asking price. You know, definitely nothing statement-y, and they still sold for $155. Again, signed Christian Dior on the back. There's the signature. And again, $155. Now, again, all over the place they could be, but again, $155, definitely good to know. So Christian Dior, of course, making his way in. Up next, this one kind of threw me through a loop, a name that I'm not familiar with. And don't eat me too much on the pronunciation of this, because it's going to be rough. It's going to be Gianfranco Ferri. Vintage gold tone, metal over. So again, you got the cabochon center, clear rhinestones. I did my best there. They are signed the last name there, so Ferre. Made in Italy, gorgeous gold tone back. Again, has that chain link swirl design. These were listed for $185. They took in, give me 1 second. They were listed for $185. I'm gonna go back here real quick. They I think I wrote down the wrong number, so well, we're just gonna $157. Sheesh, get it together. What a rough start to the video already. So $157 was the actual sold price. And again, new name to add to the book. Again, I have not come across it in the past couple of weeks, so definitely good to know. We have some more Givenchy gold-plated pierced earrings. These just gorgeous faux pearl cabochons, gold tone, signed Givenchy right there on the back. Again, post backs. They were listed and sold for $160. So again, $160 for those Givenchy post back earrings. It is kind of surprising, to me at least. Again, they're all over the place, but when you can find something over $100, again, for at least for myself, anything over $100 is well into the plus when it comes to singular items like this that are not gold, that are not sterling silver, just costume jewelry that sells for over $100. Again, you're talking about a decent amount of profit, whether you have free shipping, or, you know, have them pay for shipping. Again, $100 is a good profit area for these items. So again, Givenchy, the faux pearls, post backs, $160. Man, oh man. This one was a little crazy. Now, this one is sterling silver, but it is Hobey. You got the green rhinestone heart, clear and green rhinestones all the way around. Kind of has that filigree look. Absolutely stunning. It is one singular earring. So single earrings do sell. This is the first time, though, since I've been doing earrings that we've pulled, made it to the top 25. Let's just put it that way. So again, Hobei. I don't know, actually. I didn't look for the signature. I just figured it was listed for $194 by now. It did sell for $160. Maybe an unsigned piece. Sterling silver, do see that. Yeah, possibly unsigned. So it is marked Sterling, not signed Hobei, though. They might have just did their research. And again, for $160, it is and can be worth it to look into your single earrings. Man, oh man, that is definitely a nice price there. Alrighty, we have Miriam Haskell. Again, Haskell definitely with the brooches, sometimes necklaces. I feel like earrings, though, borderline. So we got Miriam Haskell, gorgeous crystal slab glass dangle earrings. A little bit of crystal up on top. Absolutely stunning. These were listed for $225 by now. You can see that Miriam Haskell signature right there, signed on the clip-on part as well. These were listed for $225. They sold for $160. So again, $160, Miriam Haskell. Love to see it. And again, that gold tone, the filigree work, the crystal, love it. Again, Miriam Haskell, one of my favorites. Chanel. I mean, it does make sense. Chanel constantly makes its way in. I don't pull every piece, just certain ones, especially when it comes to the sold. These were listed on bid $162.50 by now, and it was on bid. Pretty much, I just like to make sure that they're signed. If I'm going to put a Chanel in there, I at least want a signature. So again, you got Chanel 69A, maybe? Something along those lines. It's 96A. Made in France. Again, they almost kind of look like they're worn on the front a little bit too. But again, the Chanel crown, double C logo, $162.50, 24 bids. Man, oh man. All right, this is a new one for me as well. We have Valentino Gravani. Definitely sounds French. So again, Valentino Gravani. You have the cute little cherry dangles. You got the faux pearls, enameling. Super cute. And again, they are marked a V with almost kind of looks like a circle around it. I did write it down for the alphabet, so we're going to be going over this name when we do the alphabet video for V. So I wrote down the signature, made in Italy. Such a gorgeous little pair of earrings. These were listed for $164. And it does look like that's what they sold for. So again, $164 asking price, did sell for that exact amount. That is a nice pair of clip-ons, worth a decent chunk as well. We have Karl Lagerfeld up next. Another one that I was just very... all right, that is the Karl Lagerfeld. Just wanted to double check my notes. So Karl Lagerfeld, you got this silver, almost looks copper tone in a way. Maybe gold tone, so silver tone, gold tone with the stars. The KL signature on the back, definitely different. These were listed for $175 by now. They did sell for $165. So $165. Again, Karl Lagerfeld wasn't really on my radar up until I started doing these videos. Alrighty, keeping it rocking, we have Gerda Linengard Monies. What a name, what a name. These look like they have the black. They could possibly be glass or lucite. As far as the signature, it's pretty easy. Again, Gerda Linengard Monies. So signed on the back, these were listed for $169 by now, and that is what they sold for. So again, money's making their way in with this gorgeous pair of clip-ons, and again, $169. Again, these earrings it's not as crazy as, I guess, the brooches, the necklaces, and some of the bracelets as far as the price point goes. But again, if you're like us, when we go through mass amounts of jewelry, the brooches are the first to come out, then the jewelry, and then the earrings are always kind of left scattered and have to be gone through. So if you're like us in that regard, really, the last to be paired and to be looked up is probably the earrings. And again, they don't go for crazy amounts like brooches and necklaces, but just seeing this, though, it is definitely good to get a nice idea. Because honestly, the way that we like to do earrings a lot of the times is just to lot them up. But knowing that, like, you're talking a couple of $100, it is definitely worth it to know. So, all right, we're going to keep it rocking here. We're not even halfway through yet. Lunch at the Ritz. Pretty much always making an appearance in one of these videos. So signed Lunch at the Ritz on the original card. You got the really cool tigers. These were listed for $180 by now, and that is what they sold for. So again, Lunch at the Ritz earrings. Again, if you can find them, they're pretty much $100 to $250, give or take, is pretty much the consistent sale price that I have noticed. So again, $180 listed, buy now and sold. $180. Sheesh. Definitely an interesting look. Again, Lunch at the Ritz. Yeah, I could say it's probably not for everybody, but definitely, I think, more collectible. But I'm sure there's people out there that would definitely rock them. Throw them bad babies on. We have a YSL, Yves Saint Laurent clip-on statement. You got the black little dangles, the cabochon center, floral, super cute pair of earrings. They are signed YSL right at the top right there. These were listed $226.99 by now, and they did sell for $180. So $180 for some YSL. Again, floral clip-on drop little dangles. Again, not very statement. To me, they look kind of on the smaller side, at least compared to what I'm used to seeing. But again, $226.99 was the buy now, and they did sell for $180. Nice pair of earrings there. We have green satin crystal heart earrings. They are signed, but I did look through. I didn't find an actual picture of the signature. Not saying that I might not have missed it. I try to pull these up pretty quick, but I don't see them signed. They're saying Lalique, which does make sense, at least as far as the price point goes. Just still scrolling through, seeing if I could find it. Now, these were listed for $210 by now. So see, I told you I could miss it. There is the back with the signature. So pretty much scribed right into the back of the glass. These were listed again $210. They did sell for $195. So we're pushing $200 already. We're about halfway through the video. Still surprises me every time I do the earrings. Alrighty, we have Panetta Brutalist. I've seen this brooch and earrings sell for a lot of money multiple times. So again, very brutalist style. Clear rhinestones throughout. Just looking for the signature. And again, these were listed for $195 by now, and that is what they sold for. So $195. There's that Panetta signature. So again, brutalist style. Love the design. These definitely statement, if you ask me. And again, $195 for the Panetta. Karl Lagerfeld making its way back in yet again. 14 Boulevard. Again, really cool little address style. You got the KL signature clip-ons. There's the KL signature on the back. Now, these were listed for $250 by now. And it does look like they sold for $195. So lots of items right there in the $195 area, just before $200. I'd say if you have a decent set of clip-ons that go, I think $195 would probably be a perfect listing start price, because it really did. It was like, $180, $195, $195, and $195. So that's a couple different pairs of earrings that sold for that exact price. Again, these were listed by now for $250, so even shooting it a little higher, I guess, isn't terrible. So Karl Lagerfeld, though, $195. Whew. All right, these are definitely a surprise. Christian Dior Crystal Circle Dangle Earrings. The facets in those glass, man, oh man. So definitely blingy, stunning rhinestones. And I was kind of surprised that it was Christian Dior. Again, I'm used to very enamel-esque or dangle, which these are, just not the rhinestone aspect. So again, Christian Dior. These were listed for $275 by now, and it does look like they sold for $200. So $200 is the actual sold price. That is not bad. We reached $200. Again, these are non-gold items, just straight costume jewelry. Again, collectors and or, wearers. And again, $200, definitely not a bad price there. We have some more YSL. So YSL, you got the beautiful large clip-ons, and they're roses. Looks like they're roughly about an inch in diameter. I'm pretty sure I went through and double-checked. They are signed on the back. Scroll on down, and it does look like they're signed right there. So again, YSL, made in France, actually is what that looked like. It is. So made in France, YSL on the back of the clip-on. And again, $229.49 was the buy now price, and it did sell for $206. Definitely not bad. We have some more Chanel. I told you, Chanel definitely dominating the high earring platform without a doubt. So again, Chanel, made in France, CC logo. Again, does have the stamp right there on the cartouche. These were listed and sold. These actually have a reference number, 2400. So again, the Chanel clip-ons, $212.50, 26 bids. Love to see that they sell on bid as well. So again, $212.50, 26 bids for the Chanel. Let's go. KJL, week in, week out, still surprising me. So we have Kenneth J. Lane. You have the Onyx and Faux Jade, or Emerald, I suppose. Silver tone back, clip-ons, definitely statement. The color assortment, love it. So again, Kenneth J. Lane signed on the back, KJL. They were listed for $309. They did sell for $275, so creeping up on $300 already with this absolute stunning Kenneth J. Lane clip-on set. Man, oh man, pushing almost top 5. We got about one more pair to go through before we hit top 5 already. So we got Alexis Helic, oversized clip-on earrings. Looks like you have lucite and like a melted gold tone. Talk about definitely a different style of earring without a doubt. So these are resin pieces. Again, it almost looks like they melted the metal over it, which is just a super cool look. Again, they are clip-on, signed Alexis Lehelic Paris. They were listed for $400 by now. They did sell for $280. So again, a lot of bit lower than the listing price, but again, $280 is a fantastic price, I'd say, for this gorgeous pair of clip-ons. Top 5. Karl Lagerfeld. Doesn't ever, and I don't feel like it does with these clip-on earrings. Karl Lagerfeld, again, $150 to like $350 is so consistent over and over, and I love to see it. So Karl Lagerfeld, red enamel. This one's kind of like the streets with the red enameling. These were listed for $399 by now. Does look like they sold for $299, so just under $300. Karl Lagerfeld, these earrings still, they just surprise me every time I do these videos. So again, $299 was the actual sold price. Let's go. All right, we have Dominique Orientis. Still, I try my best here. Heart dangle clip-ons. Again, France. I feel like if they're marked in France, made in Italy, you're talking big money. Again, definitely statement, bold, gold tone. You have the crosses, the etched gold tone. Fabulous. Dominique Orientis Paris, $301.49. So again, just say 302 or just even say $300 for that pair of earrings. Man, oh man. And again, what it was listed for is what it sold for. Definitely nice to know. We are top 3. Let's go. Essex. This one I was a little bit surprised as well. Resin dangle earrings. Again, you have that Grapoy style, the purple, green, red. Chunky gold tone. Got to be at least like 2 inches. 3. Let's see. Almost. They are 4-inch dangle clip-ons. Man, oh man. Again, Grapoy. They are signed on the back. I just wanted to double check. So again, signed Essex. I had no idea. I can honestly say that I had no idea. Essex, they were listed $345 by now, and that is what they sold for. So again, listing price $345. That is exactly what they sold for. Top 2, what do we got? Dun, 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 dun. We have Chanel. Chanel. You got the heart with the arrows through it. I mean, it's almost Valentine's. Totally makes sense. Such a unique pair of clip-ons there, without a doubt. I'm going to just scroll down, see that signature. Actually, I don't know if these are signed to be 100%. They are. So, signed Chanel 93P, made in France. These were listed on bid $710 on bid. Sheesh. So again, just creeping towards $1,000. 29 bids, $710 for the Chanel earrings. What do y'all think's number 1? It's some more Chanel. Now these ones I did look over really quick. I didn't see the signature, just like I didn't on the other pair. So I guess it's possible that they might be. But as you can see the back, I don't see it signed. But they are saying rare. Number 5 clip-on hoop earrings. So you got the number 5 for each ear. These were listed on bid. We broke $1,000. $1,000 on bid. Man, oh man. So again, 13 bids, $1,000. That is the top 25 vintage earrings for the week. Again, like always, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to like and subscribe for more. Like always, catch you in the next one.